Some incredible gameplay from T1 and Code7. Let's jump into it right away, Pansy. I hear the game is already underway. We'll find out where we're at. Real quick update for everyone who's just joining. The last match went 13-12. It went the distance and T1 fell. So Code7 with control of this match now in round 6. And you can see when it comes to the guns, they're going to be in favor of T1 on the other side. Definitely lots of money to work with for Code7.
Okay, look, I'm going to be honest here. I will always love watching Robwiz play this game. I was a fan of this guy back in, 2008, the Canadian sensation for EG back in the day, the only North American team to ever really do much in COD 4 PC, in Pro Mod. If you ever followed that scene, if you're old enough to remember those days, those were the guys.
In your 30s.
Pretty much. I mean, they won techs. They came like second and third against like the best European teams. I mean, those guys really did make a statement. So I will always be a fan of Robwiz. He's had a long career, and some of the other players on this team have a similar sort of background. Playing games like Battalion, Overwatch. They just love FPS games. They are seasoned veterans at it. So again, these are the teams to keep your eyes on. If you know who Robwiz is, you're already my favorite person. And yeah, we'll see if it converts into another game here. If they win 2, that's nuts. If we go to a third map, I'm going to be up till like 5 a.m. So, thanks, guys.
Hey, I'm down for it. More Valorant, the better, in my opinion. Of course, also 100 Thieves with a 2-over Team Ninja in this group. So T1 trying to keep pace. They need to come out with back-to-back map wins, and crashies going to start this one with a nice pick on Foe. Tork is going to be cleaned up by Skadoodle, and Robwiz is on the flank. What can the Jet do here? Keep your eyes on that little green arrow. The Omen's going to be working his way in. They'll wait for the Cypher, all try and retake at the same time.
Yeah, this has to be like well timed together. They have managed to lock them in on the site, which is a nice bonus. But this retake with the op is going to be tricky. crashies playing up close and personal. Robwiz, my guy, finds food, but he needs to find more. Payen going to find Skadoodle, and Robbie is just leading the way. Going to take that op and just show him how it's done on the offensive side. Payen to find AZK, wow. And it's looking pretty deadly. Still a player standing. Keep your eyes on crashies. Oh, crashies, you got to go clutch here, bud. That's a nice little bit of information found. I don't think you're going to stop that diffuse. You're not. Robwiz. Oh man, it rolls back the years. This. I'm smiling. I can't help but smile. The guy. Can we just? I want to round with Robwiz, because honestly,
Rob.
the thing is, like, let's be honest. On paper, this should be T1's game, right? This is why I'm excited to see an underdog doing well. So this is pretty cool to see someone coming in against the most kind of like favored team, the team that got all the attention, coming in and keeping them humble. This will bring out a better game from all of them. So let's have a look, see what he's up to here. Looks like an aggressive play towards middle potentially, which could be fun because crashies does like to linger around the side of Con. Might have just seen a bit of utility going out, so that might even kind of stabilize this peak and say to Rob, yeah, I'm going to stick here for a little bit longer, see if I can get away with it. You can already see a little bit of that utility being used to allow the attacking side to take that mid control.
And Rob had an opportunity, but Brax says no, the Phantom Pop. Rob, I hope you enjoyed the gas. We'll cut highlights to it later. For now, though, we got to take a look at the T1 attack as they're coming in on this A site. All kinds of utility being thrown back at them. Payen, I'll tell you guys what my notes say. Don't know much about this guy. Excited to watch. So far, he has performed in the 2 rounds we caught him. And the Cypher's going to help
AZK.
Foe out with the pick. We're not done yet. T1 can still pull this off.
Good. Gonna be hard though, this final position to pull someone like AZK out, especially with the ultimate. Time-wise, they had to do it soon. Pushed him in the ultimate. So good. So this is something I want to see. This is something I want to see. You see the ult popped. Get off the defuse, obviously. Get off that spike and push this over. This is the best way to do it. They're so immobile. This is why it's really good. So, smart play, nice retake there. We don't see many retakes working that successfully, so this is exciting again. Brax, considering his position was spotted, him being able to play out and at least get a 1-for-1 trade on that, really solid. He's got to be pleased with that, even though the round did go to the wayside. But it looks like everyone's kind of stepping up. We haven't got any zeros on the scoreboard. We've got some, pretty evenly based looks to things. Rob back in mid. An open mid fight, not normally favorable to the defensive side, but maybe feeling it. Too many angles, obviously, to deal with, whereas they only have really one to look at, maybe if you exclude short. little bit of smoke going to come out. That's the brilliance of having that Omen there, just going to give you a little bit more freedom to play around. And it looks like they're slowly filtering back towards B here on the attacking side of T1.
Crashies spotting the drone. That was Tork who gets the information. Did they see the spike? That's the big question. Respecting the push, dropping back deep on B. Meanwhile, Rob's still holding the mid-op angle. And with T1, they showed us previously, they're probably the most patient team in this tournament, in my opinion. They are so clean with their rotations, which is fundamental play. What are they going to do here to break open the B bomb site, though? They've got a plan. Let's see what they do. Previously, it was a lot of Omen paranoias, no flashes to work with. Sova is going to push him back, and your Omen is across the map. So this is just going to be crashies for all gun skill.
Comes the odds. Nice hit. Nice work from Skadoodle. Big entry there towards Fut. Already Robwiz goes down. This looks like a successful site take so far. This is very well constructed. Another retake is going to be hard. I don't know if you're going to be able to pull this one off, but it's going to be a bit of a rough ride. Crashies being pushed to his limits there. Nice little pickup towards Payen, but you're going to have the spike planted and the retake with 2 players with not much information here. And yeah, Crashies should be good for 1.
Oh no!
Reload!
He had 1 bullet! He had 1 bullet in the gun. If he had 2, that's a double. And all right, Tork, not out of this one yet. At least take him down with you seems to be the game plan. Sage happy to show herself. Tork knows, okay, there's lurkers elsewhere, and he is going to keep the weaponry. Will anyone go down with the spike? Exit kills, nice first. Goes for the off. A little greedy there, a little greedy.
Yeah, I mean, it was a valiant attempt. You got to try and get it back. And Sabrosa in chat, probably one of the highlight op players and aggressive players I like to watch out of NA. So again, another player, if you guys are still somewhat new to this, keep your eyes on that guy. He is it's hard to play in the shadow of, Wardell, but he makes some room for it. He's people are paying attention. Congrats, Sabrosa. That's tricky, man. But still, 4-4. This is a super close game. Again, we're seeing a little bit more push out of T1, and that is exciting. That's exactly what you want. Again, this kind of 3-2 split, 2 taking mid control, working up short, going to try and complement the play happening towards A. Now, obviously, on the other side, it's a gamble stack. They don't have that big utility to work with. They don't have those big guns to play off the back. So it's going to be just kind of like, let's stack out of sight and hope for the best. If we're in the right place at the right time, brilliant. If not, no worries.
A site under attack. Drone is going to show no one is home. As they went for the 5 stack over at B. And now we'll see what the plan is for Code7. Spike going down is going to be planted in the hands of Skadoodle for the far corner of the generator. Something they've shown us time and time again on Ascent. And Payen, I mean, none of these guys have weapons, right? So if you can get 1 kill here, you're happy at the end of the round. Already down 1 as Nicolas gets picked by AZK. Rob trying to stay mobile, looking for the player in the center. Brax hides, crashies covers, and that is the round just like that, as expected. Cash back in favor of both teams, and they got enough for the Robwiz op. So here it comes again. This is a big round for Code7.
Yeah, this has to be an answer. They've got to find a little bit of a way to respond to this. Obviously, that previous round they didn't have much money, but we got to have a little look at this. It looks like the attacking side's going for a hefty A-lean. They have been splitting mid a little bit. They like to push that player up catwalk, using Omen to keep that pressure building. Brax being really, really diligent at taking that short control. And again, it looks like a somewhat similar thing. And for Robwiz, he's being put through his paces here. Get that free peek towards middle. The smoke's up. You're going to have to fall off this one. Not too much to say more than that. So has to be careful, has to respect the utility coming out from the attacking side. It does mean they get that mid control, and now they limit the information and rotations available for these defenders.
Rob staying mobile, waiting for a challenger, but no one is showing. Just like last round, AZK, who is the in-game leader, I saw a question about that in the chat, is going to be the first one to go scout out, call out the info. I want to see this push. What are they waiting on it? It's going to be, it looks like a breach flash is going to set up the peak. Meanwhile, you could see Some paranoia coming out of the Omen as Brax is on the opposite end. He's carrying the spike as well, and there is an Omen around the corner. Here comes the push, though, as Food breaks onto the site. Robwiz gets the first pick, but is traded down. AZK with 2 headshots is going to make sure the top is clean. There is Arena around the corner, and she is going to eat another one. With foe down, it's all just the Sova left alive here for Code7, and this is going to be bad news for Tork.
God damn, like, AZK is so good. What a damn player. I mean, like, you talk about valuable kills, you can't doubt it. Tork's done for, dead. Put a fork in it, he's done. Brax gonna confirm what was started, and this is a good lead for T1. Keep in mind, though, if this is an even game, let's remember that last map score. Obviously, we didn't get to see it, but it went to OT, so this is 2 very even teams. You got to take now into account map bias. Now, we've kind of managed to work out that a lot of people, including myself, feel it's a little offensive biased. Now, looking at the way the scores run this far, a pistol and just 2 kind of gun rounds, not brilliant. You want a little bit more in the gun round, so you want maybe 2 more rounds, 1 more round, whatever you can get for the defensive team. I'd say 4 is not quite enough. Economy's kind of garbage in this one, though, for Code7, so they're going to have to try and make it work with less than ideal, I guess, weaponry beside them, right?
Yeah, no Vandal, Phantoms. Stingers, less fun. 20 bullets, 4 clips. You got to make it count, and short range is where you can do it. Nicolas just waiting for a push here as you're taking a look at the offense again. It's the Breach and the Sova setting up outside of the A-long. We're going to see Cypher, the bomb carrier this time around. That is going to be moving up behind it, and mid-control is there. We see it on the mini-map. B is wide open. Defense knows they're coming A. Offense knows they're going A. It's all going to be about who executes and lands the shots if they breach through.
This defensive side is sitting super deep on the sites, but I like this aggression on middle coming out from the defenders. They've got the 2 players behind them. If they're patient with this, it's going to pay dividends. They can't get ahead of themselves. They can't just start playing into it. And obviously, you want to try and help your team out, get in there, do the damage. You're going to see what the Omen can do on the other side. Where are they? Oh no, Brax saw it. Brax saw everything. Brax knows too much. Oh, dearie me, he's the one-man hero. Far does find 1, but by this point, can't really adjust them all the way. The economy was always pretty bad here, and definitely felt out by T1. They worked out, hey, this is a little too quiet for my liking. Like, what's going on here? We've got mid-control, no one's fought, like,
Nicolas was caught going for his smoke, and that just opened the door for the first 2 picks. Now we take a look at the retake. It was clean last time from Code7 on this site. What can they do from the back end? Well, nothing. Crashies is waiting with the Phantom and finds all 3 just like that. You're not pushing through me. The Cypher holding strong. And T1, even though they were all set up, they drawed out the utility on the A site, take their time, and rotate back over there. One of the most patient teams in the game, and patience paying dividends. Brax 12-8, 11-6 for Crashies. Everyone basically positive outside of Food who will be carrying the spike this round.
So big last round, double operator buy-up, and this is a necessary one for that scoreline to not feel too one-sided, where if you lose the pistol and a couple of small errors, you're done for. So for the likes of Code7, this is a must-win round, whereas T1, I mean, 7 rounds is pretty solid, right? You're pretty happy with that. Now, of course, they're going to fight for more. That's what you can expect from these guys. True competitors through and through. So a bit of a default start for the attackers. You got the kind of same again. Going through the motions of you have Crashies over by B, keeping that pressure going. You have, Brax building through middle, taking that short control. It's hard for this defensive side to get aggressive with this sort of default against them constantly. Now, the one bonus is they do at least have a bit of information in the form of Robwiz pushing out towards A long slightly. But it's not much. Now, information spotted, they've got to be careful to not give away too much. Crashies trying to show a bit of a misread there, so he's backing away from B, but I don't feel they're going to fall for that.
Crashies was clean with the entry last time, breaking through garage. Again, limited utility to break through. Just the breach flash, and instead Crashies won't even get a chance to shoot back. Foe's going to find the first. Skadoodle goes for the instant res, and Foe doesn't repeat. Nice job not getting ripped. And here comes the rotation. T1, after the kill from Brax, is going to be moving this across A site, but Rob was waiting in the middle with that operator. Actually, it's Foe finding his second kill.
Yeah, this is big from Brax, though. He's opened up enough space to allow this rotation to come in, but it's down to the wire. This is where it gets risky, where those mistakes can cost you an entire round, whereas sometimes, you know, when it's not this late in the day, you can play it back in, but no. Spike now planted. It's time to play off the retake, and crashes on the late flank. He's going to be behind them in a couple of seconds. They got to go quick. Nice work again from Foe, trying to do everything they can. Payen's there as well. AZK falls, but here comes Crash. He's like a thief in the night, about to steal this round away. 1, 2, 3 players all there. He knows where they are. He's just going to help out his team.
Lovely stuff coming in from T1, and Brax is going to put the exclamation point on the half. 8-4 after what was, 2-3 when we first joined in. It was looking tight. Code7 looked to be in control financially, and then T1 just starts the snowballing. 5 more rounds, you're on defense. It's attacker favored. Big pistol round coming up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is literally survive or kind of be crushed under the weight of what Brax is doing. He played that so well to open up a really good opportunity, and then not only that, but he closed out the round too. So, incredibly diligent play. I don't think I'll ever not enjoy seeing Brax be able to create so much space for his team. So, the pressure switches sides, right? It's all on Code7 now. They do have a map to the good, so they can just take it to a third. Obviously, T1 do have match point against them. This is like an all-in piece towards B. This is pretty hefty. They're just going to go quick, I'm pretty sure. This is going to be a fast piece towards B, trying to get that pressure, get past the utility, but already Robwiz is lost to Brax, and this is going to put Brax, and I'm pretty sure it's crashies in, you know, the crosshairs. They have to deal with this, and so far they're doing great.
Tork down to like 17 health is going to be pushed. Brax is going to get taken down by Nicolas. So Spike is going to be planted. 3 still up, make it 4. But very, very low health. A lot of information just gathered by that camera, and crashies now have to work with just 2 teammates in position. They lost food.
Super low HP to try and play this back on for the defenders. Nicolas gonna find Skadoodle. AZK has to go big, or it might be done for. And there it is. Beautiful victory for them. Wow. Very, very by the seams of their pants sort of deal, but it works.
I was so worried looking at the health. 3 players were 1 bullet from death. 3 players. Yep. Reyna, of course, with the self-heal is nice, but the other 2 staying up and coming through clutch. Nice job to slow them down at the start. But the Sage-free composition gets the job done for Code7. And if there's anyone who is watching the other streams, if you can update us, who won the first pistol round to open up this game? I'm always curious about that moving forward. Let's take a look at the second round strat, guns versus no guns. And here's Robwiz on the jet with a stinger.
It's like an SMG. He's rolling back the years. Look at him. Bounding in. This man's playing Valorant, but he thinks it's Call of Duty 4. What's he up to? Look at this! Straight through, doesn't care. Bye-bye, Brax. The site's his now. Of course, this is up against classics. Don't worry, guys. We'll keep it in context for all the T1 fans.
Right.
Hello? Hello, Rob? Rob, I hyped you up, and that's what you do to me? Don't do that. Payen and Foe going to do well to kind of close this one out. Clean stuff. Right back all even. Now, well, not all even, but getting close to being all even. The scoreline looks very different now. And this is the thing we were saying about it being attack biased. Now, obviously, people at different levels in different types of games are going to be, you know, pretty frustrated with it. Are they doing it? Oh, I've never loved a team
stinger rush.
Dude.
5 stingers, full armor. You are going for a 3rd B hit in a row. Now, the stinger, the cheapest weapon you can buy. It's only good at short, medium range, and it's got a 20 bullet magazine. So you got to hit early. You got to connect. It's got a big kick, but a good 3-shot burst at medium range. We'll see how they use it, but I would expect this one as just another flood.
Do you know what? Sight rush it. Like, yeah, the guns suck at range compared to other guns. Well, don't play to that. This is what I want to see in this game, is people being innovative. Whether it works or not, you're set to potentially lose this round most times anyway. The economy is against you in this round. Yep. So why not try it? Why not go for something a little bit quirky, a little bit different? If you get phantoms away from them, brilliant. Robwiz on the entry going to go in, following the back of the layer, but the smokes are up, and the up over he goes. Oh my word, are you kidding me?
I love this.
Oh, Foe's found Brax. Okay, there we go. AZK and crashies keep control. This was getting a little bit risky. They're just thriving in this panic.
Show us the weird. I don't care if it doesn't work. Thank you for trying. That almost paid dividends. I mean, the fact that Robwiz got up above 2 players, that could have been a double kill. He was found out, and it didn't work out. But I wonder if they've had success with that in scrims before. Will we see any other pocket strats out of Code7? Now, you look at the financials, even though they bought the armor, they all bought stingers. They have enough money to fight here in round 4. Big round, though.
Thing,
if you
right?
lose this, you do not have ARs moving forward.
That's it. Like, just remember, again, why would you invest into that round when you're never going to have a better economy than the other team? Like, the stinger thing, if anyone is, like, flaming the stinger play, you don't understand the economy. Like, that's all I'm going to say. Like, yeah, it didn't work out, but you've got to try something. You've got to try something a bit different. It's very hard to win a default round against, you know, pound-for-pound better weaponry. I like that. But what I do like seeing is Wardell and chat. Like that.
What up, Wardell?
Big round, though. 6-9, this could be huge. This is going to be double digits potentially for T1, or it's game back on for Code7. Skadoodle going to get things started on towards Robwiz. That entry does not work out against Skadoodle, and instantly the defense, the walls go up, the door gets shut. He's like, no, no one's coming over here.
Omen weakening the wall. Tork trying to support Nicolas, and both players will back out of this one. Spike, of course, left in the spawn, but you look at the teammates' positioning. The Cypher was able to push up pretty far on mid. Brax did not see him yet. And Urena, well, she's making noise down long B. Gonna run into Crashies' camera. What is the decision? What is Payen able to get done? I feel like he is the key player in this position of 4 remaining attackers.
It's that, okay, do I be the playmaker or do I try and catch the rotations? Do I bank on my team having success on the site, or do I try and help it out early on? So I think it might turn into him trying to do the late lurk through middle and pressure towards heaven, but for now they have to have success on the entry. They're down to 15 seconds, they gotta go now. It's do or die time. Nicolas gonna find Skadoodle, Payen's found Brax. It's not looking so hot now, but there's still one player on the site and it's gonna be Food holding this one safe. The Omen's there with the spike, time is still ticking. Uh-oh. Well, he went for the double dip. But did he
Okay, Tork.
Did he stop the defuse? Yeah, it's fine. GG.
Yeah, no plant. T1 holding strong. Payen gonna get punished by crashes at the end. What a nice little cherry on top. T1 holding strong after it was a good start to the half from Code7. They take the first 2. They show us something weird with all of the stingers. And now looking at their money, we'll see, do they go for a half buy on 2 players, full buy for the other 3? They're buying up. Here we go.
That goes there. This goes here.
Robwiz may be saving for the op next round.
Potentially. It might be just try and make it count when you can. That was, I guess you got the ultimate, so why would you bother investing anything other into a gun? You can use this as your weapon. I guess it's a nice piece for the economy, especially for an AWPer. I never looked at it that way. I guess it does save you potential funds down the line. It's a nice idea. Now, obviously, they know Robwiz has been entering a lot. He's been going for those entry kills, so probably Skadoodle's on red alert here. He's heard the ult pop, and he knows last time around, yep, that's what happened. He knows it again. Good read from Skadoodle, but by now, the rest of his team have fallen. He's in real trouble. He's committed on this. Big boy Skadaddy is back out and about.
I love watching Skadoodle. You're not going to expect it. You see the wall. He's been playing safe all day long. Now he peeks you. Gets the revive as well. Food is going to be brought back to full force. And it's really just Bo working with Nicolas on this site. Brax is pinching in from the back, and that is going to be a big follow-up on the Rolling Thunder. Brax cleans them all up as it is now 11-6 T1. 2 rounds away from tying this up at 1 apiece.
Why is Brax so crisp, man? Like, do you want... Give me this. Make him work. Like, make me... Let me get the opportunity to see Brax having to put in some heavy work. Like, look at this guy. This is it. Okay, you get taken the first map away from you. It brings out Brax the Beast. All day. Always happy with that. Again, map pick-wise, you gotta talk about map pool. We'll see. We'll talk about it. But yeah, dude, that was crisp from Brax. I love that. 6-11 though, 12 rounds is pretty condemning. It's always gonna be hard to play that back from. Even if it did go to OT before, it doesn't really matter. Now, Skadoodle, just nuts last round. Looking for a little bit more here, but this is a mid-take coming out from the offensive side. Fur's already gone down to crashies, and crashies again. This man is a rock. He's hard to move.
Rob trying to stay mobile as Cypher pops the ultimate. Challenge. And then running away. Food, the defender, trying to push out to B and can cause problems in the middle. Will they be looking? Didn't expect it. Robwiz takes down the Sage, though. So we're looking at a 4-on-4. and Rob is making so much noise, causing some chaos. But AZK, the in-game leader, holds strong. We're going to see the Omen ult challenge from AZK as he listens, finds it, and is solo holding A. Food now in the rotation finds Tork, and what a performance from T1 on the rotations here.
That was so clean from AZK. The man is just so safe. He is the guy that gets you those kills that just, you know, when the round feels messy and it's like, okay, where are we? What's going on? Calm, collected. This could be closed out pretty soon. 6-12. This looks good for T1. They've really come alive in this.
I've known AZK as the aggressive Overwatch player. Was he always just kind of a statue in CS? I feel like
I think
he never overextends.
Yeah, I think he gets that level right. You know what I mean? It's that understanding of when to be aggressive, when to do. Have we got a double op coming out? Ooh.
Show me some fun.
Show me what it's gonna do. Here we go.
Match point. Let's go, Skadoodle. Food's got one. Both of them stacked up on the same site, looking different directions, and it's Food who gets fed first. We're gonna see a continued attempt here to get some info out from A. Paranoia comes out, but it's already gone. Robwiz turns it into 2, though. AZK and Food have been eliminated.
Yeah, brax seems like the final boss they can't seem to get past. You know, you get one, okay. Then you get Skadoodle in this weird little dirty angle, just sat up there with an operator. Like, what are you going to do? Burp up in the ult, turns around, crashies there, and now who is the remainder? Who is looking to try and do something Tork here? Bit of info. In a 1v2. Gotta go big to save the team, or we're going to a third map. I'm gonna go for the fight on the first one to break to 1v1, but are you expecting the rattiest angle in the world? No.
No charges.
Of course, Skadoodle is hiding behind his ice wall in the corner. Scott Daddy. I bet $1 I lost it. I will pay you, chat. I promise it's coming later. Check your Venmo. But what a round. What a second half from T1 after a pretty close start.